So I already did my eyebrows and half of the eye look, as you can see. I'm gonna go ahead and prep my skin. I did spray some MAC Fix Plus spray earlier just to kind of give my skin some extra moisture today. For primer today, I want to use the Cover FX primer. This is the mattifying primer with anti-acne treatment in it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and place the primer in the areas where I get oily the most. Today for all over the lid, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm using this corner shade here, Tempera. And I'm going to be using that with the Fluffy brush by Morphe. And I'm going to dust this powder all over the lid. My eyelids are already primed with the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. Then the next shade that I am going to use in the crease is in the Lorac Unzipped palette. And I'll be using this darker shade in the corner that's called Unbridled. And I'm going to buff this into the crease with the Spectrum brush. And using the windshield wiper motion. And make sure I get all the way into the corner and to the outer edge of the eye. And now I'm going to go back into that shade again and apply a little more of the color into the crease. Then with the fluffy brush, I'm going to just go ahead and buff this out. And then back in with the Spectrum brush again. With whatever product's left, I'm going to take this back into the crease. Next in the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm taking the shade Antique Bronze and this smaller brush by Morphe. And I'm going to pat this into the crease. Then with this blank buffing brush, I'm just going to buff this out here on the end. And back in with this brush, I'm going to buff the crease some more. Then with the shade Vermeer in the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm just going to buff this over the shadow here under my eye, over my eye, and then under the eyebrow. I'm going to buff that in. Now I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape and a concealer brush, and I'm going to cut out half the crease. Then with this smaller brush here, I'm going to pack in the Vermeer shade in the Modern Renaissance palette in the corner here and up, about a third of the way through. And then in the Unzipped palette, I'm taking the shade Unreal and packing that in the middle. Then again with this smaller brush, I'm using the Antique Bronze in the Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm going back into the crease here. Then I'm taking this flat shadow brush here and I'm spraying some Fix Plus on this brush to get it a little bit damp. And I'm taking the darkest shade in the Unzipped palette called Untamed. And I'm packing that in the corner. And with this buffing brush here, I'm just buffing out some of the darker shade. And with my makeup wipe, I'm just gonna wipe under my eye to remove any of the fallout. Now with the Kat Von D Tattoo eyeliner, I'm going to go ahead and draw the other wing on. Alright, now that I have my winged eyeliner done, I'm going to go ahead and start applying my foundation. So I don't have any spray tan on at the moment, so the foundation that I'm using is going to be a little bit lighter. I'm going to use the Infallible Pro Glow foundation, and I'm going to mix in this Jelly Pong Pong Glow Getter Luminizer Gel. I'm not sure what brand this is, but I have this in my makeup collection and it's very pretty. So I'm just mixing this on the back of my hand today. Now that I have my foundation on, I want to do some contouring, and I'm going to take the Anastasia Contour Cream Kit in the shade Light and go ahead and do some cream contouring with this. I'm just taking my damp Black Beauty Blender and I'm going to pick up the shades out of the palette, and I'm just going to go along here. So the cream contour kit actually pulled the foundation like off the sides of my face. So I think that kit will be best used before I apply foundation. I haven't used it in a long time, so I think that that is better used before you apply foundation. It worked up on my forehead and my temples, but on my cheeks it completely pulled the foundation off and it was really splotchy. So I'm gonna just use my LA Girl ProConceal in the shade Medium Bis to do some liquid contouring on my cheeks. I feel like that happens in makeup and you just gotta roll with it and fix it. So I like to try new things, but sometimes there are certain things that just you gotta keep the same. And like contouring with certain products, they just, some work together and some don't. So I know my LA Girl ProConceal liquid contouring always works, so I will just stay with this. With this highlighter again, I'm gonna apply some onto the highlights of my cheek. Up here. And then just above my eyebrow. And I'm actually going to use a stippling brush for this. This is so pretty. Next, for under my eyes, I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape and I'm going to just conceal very lightly under my eyes, just where I have any bluish tint. With my foundation sponge, I'm going to blend under here. And with the Kat Von D Lock-It Powder in Petal, I'm going to set my under eyes. Now that I have my under eyes set, I am going to take the Powder Contour Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I am going to do a little bit of powder contouring with the darker shade. The middle shade is called Java, and I'm just gonna brush this along the edges of my cheeks. And I'm just doing this very lightly. And in my temples and the high points in my forehead. With the lighter shade Vanilla, I'm going to dust this along the light points. So in the center of my forehead, on my chin, and right here, under my eyes, and down the center of my nose, and then along the sides of my face here. For bronzer and blush, I'm going to be using the Narsisst palette today, and I will be dipping into this bronzer and this darker blush here. For bronzing my face, I like to use this fan brush by Spectrum. I love this Nars palette because it's great for all skin tones. The way I like to apply blush is just very lightly on the high points of my cheeks when I smile. And then I just like to blend that in. Then with the powder brush, I will just go ahead and blend that a little more. With my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish palette, I am going to just brush some of this underneath my eyes again, just to brighten up this area. And in the center of my forehead, on my chin, and on the sides. Then with this fluffy It Cosmetics brush, I'm going to go ahead and buff out everything. Now I would like to contour my nose, so I'm going back into the Narsisst palette and I'm using this brown shade here for my nose contour. I like to use a slanted brush, so I'm going to use this one. Then down the center of my nose, I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape and I'm just drawing a line right down the middle, very lightly, with an exclamation point. With my finger, I will go ahead and blend this out along the bridge of my nose. Now that I have my nose contoured, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the eyes by doing the under eye. So for the under eye, I'm going to start out with this darker color in the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and this is the shade Cypress Umber. What a shade name. And I'm gonna take this small brush here, and I'm just working this into the corner of my eye. Any fallout, I'm just going to brush away with this brush here. And then I want to go into the deeper shade that's Red Ochre. And just pop that in the center here. And then with the shade Venetian Red, I'm going to buff that out on the end of the lash line here. And then I'm going to drag that shade all over. Then with this little buffing brush, there's no product on it, I'm just going to buff out the lower lash line and just really blend this out so it looks smoky. I am going to go back in with the Venetian red and just buff a little more in this eye. With this Kylie rose gold shade, I do want to pack some of this in the corner of my eye and just see if this will add a rose gold tint to the corner. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it did work. It's so pretty. I got these in her birthday kit last year, and I haven't used them, and that color is my favorite color. I love rose gold. I'm currently like obsessing with rose gold. I mean, obviously. So that looks really pretty. So now I just want to take the tattoo eyeliner, and I'm just going to pull that all the way down into the corner of my eye. And I'm just going over the wing again, just to make sure it's very black. I noticed in pictures my eyeliner does not look as dark as I want it to, so I'm having to like go into my picture and like color over my eyeliner to make it darker. So I'm getting kind of peeved about that. Alright, so now we can actually put on our lashes since we're mostly done here. Alright you guys, thanks so much for watching. This is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this rose gold tutorial today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave, and comment down below. Let me know what you want to see next or what looks that you've already enjoyed. I'd love to hear from you guys. And again, subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media, MeribahMUA. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye.